This here's from Collider. It's from around January 8th, and it says Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom races past the Flash at global box office. So it turns out, in the end, it might get around 400 million or a little more. Now it needs 410 to make profit. So even if it breaks 400 million, it needs to get 450, 460 to be somewhat meaningful. I mean, they don't want to make like $1 million profit or something like that. But it is close to what I said on the channel for a long time. I said 500 million for a long time. And if it gets 400 something, then I was actually pretty close. Now, I was liking the news better when it was like going to be maybe 275 or 300 or something. But in a strange way, I'm kind of happy to be accurate. Anyway, let's see what we got. Thanks to surprisingly solid performance in overseas markets, especially China, the final film in Warner Bros. Now defunct DC Extended Universe Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is delivering stronger than expected numbers at the box office. Well, that's what they're saying. This weekend marked a double win for the superhero sequel, which debuted to soft results in December, but not all is lost. Aquaman 2 is now past the 100 million mark domestically and 300 million mark worldwide, so that means it's on 4. It will probably get 10 more in the end and break even, and I guess go a little bit past. We shall see. I don't know how long they could keep it in theaters. Theoretically, they could just run it forever, I guess. I don't know. I guess they have contracts and time limits, and it costs them money to keep it running and things like that. So they kill it at a certain point. But I'm going to guess it's got about a week left or something. The film grossed over 10 million domestically this weekend, although this number could decrease once tomorrow's actuals are reported, and another 50-odd million from overseas markets over the last weekend. So it's doing good where there was little controversy, not many people saying, I'm not going to see it if Mera's in it. It did mostly good in China. Now, I don't live in China, but I'm going to assume the Johnny case was a lot less heated than the US. A lot less people had, a dog in the fight, emotional attachment, and things like that. So to them, I don't think Mera's a big deal. It's probably just like, I guess some people in China, I mean native Chinese people, not, just if you're Chinese, I'm talking about culturally being Chinese, are just like, well, Johnny's wife, that thing happened, all right, that's how it is in Japan where I am. They know something happened with Johnny's wife, but very few people know details at all. Some people know he was falsely accused. That's it. They don't really know who, how, where, when, what, none of it. My point is, it's doing the worst domestically where the drama was the most heated. And they say the international is about 234 million plus 100 million from America, so it's about 334 right now, but they think that's going to hit about 390 at some point kind of soon. They mentioned the Marvels and the Flash finished with 205 million and 270 million. All right. Thanks to a strong international performance, a 400 million plus final gross is on the cards for the film. Then they say Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck were in Batman for no particular reason. It's got nothing to do with it. But okay, thanks Collider. Great writing. And they feature this chart here. I guess Aquaman's got his war face on. The Marvels 205 million. Smile on my face on that one. The Flash 270. Not so good. We know Ezra had some controversies too. Black Adam 393. That's not terrible. Shazam 132. Blue Beetle 128. Well, Shazam ended up checking a lot of boxes it shouldn't have, and that probably hurt the movie, because the first one did pretty good when it was about Shazam, not about his power team of different people from all walks of life. But I digress. That was this channel, but not quite anymore. Some people might know what I mean. And it ends here. Produced on a reported budget of 200 million, Aquaman 2 stars Jason Momoa in the titular role, and most likely for the final time. And they give more of a history lesson, which I'm not exactly sure we're interested in. But they do say it sits at 35% on Rotten Tomatoes as far as critics, with an 81% audience score. In this rare case, I would probably agree with the critics if I saw it. Probably, it's got a real messy story, it's disjointed, and they just can't give it good ratings. Once in a while, the critics want to shill something, they want to give something good ratings, but it happens to be so bad, they just can't. This kind of happened with The Rise of Skywalker. A lot of them wanted to shill it, but it was such a mess with a lot more reality coming down for the critics. As you see with Aquaman 2. Audience score? Can't quite explain that. I guess people just want to see Momoa's muscles and smile and Black Manta throwing a trident. Okay then, that's part of it. I guess. I don't know for sure. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. I'm not happy it did better, but if you get my drift, I do like being right. And my guess will be close. Alright, we're done for now. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.